Hello, my name is swissbianco. In this video I will talk about the brand new nextorch ta10 flashlight. Finally that item did arrive. It was shipped directly from China using DHL service, and as in the past over in Switzerland and Germany, that service, that mail carrier did not provide nearly good service. First item got stuck in Atlanta, the next biggest city here, for a good week, and they did not want to move on the shipping or on the delivery of the item. And finally, the cheap and simple way that they did go to USPS and did simply rewrap the packaging and send it off using USPS mail, and unfortunately not to my home address but to the PO box address. And yeah, I don't know where they got that PO box address, but it was pretty much a mess up with DHL, so I sure not gonna use that service in the future again. Back to the flashlight. This is a pre-production sample from nextorch from China. It has a little bit of ding here just saying that was on it already. It's gonna be a user for me anyhow, because this flashlight is really worth it to everyday carry and put in your gear. I did of course already take it out of the box. So we're gonna start by first have a look on the box, which is now empty. So I'm gonna close that up. The box and the packaging is really nice done too. Like most of the time, the designers of the boxing of nextorch are pretty clever people. We're gonna see that in a while, and that also shows in the older videos that I did about nextorch. So on front we see nextorch, the smart light ta10 is the number. The maximum output is 560 lumen. What really makes it special is that battery universal compatibility. So we can use that with one AA, one CR123A, one piece 14500, one piece 16340 battery. The AAA battery works worst case too, because of the energy of the AAA. Of course this gonna give a really low lumens output and the runtime, but it works. So we see 560 lumen. The maximal runtime is 8 hours 30 minutes. The beam distance 170 meters. Drop test, the waterproof is 2 meters and the drop test is done by 1.5 meters. It did also win an award on the Asia Outdoor Industry, the gold prize there. I don't know too much about that show there. I was never there, but it seems to be on the website that it is relatively big. On the side we see this. On the other side we have the 6 modes. We have 560 lumen on high and on strobe of course, and then 215 lumen medium, 30 lumens on low, and then we have the 560 Hertz on the strobe and 100 lumen on SOS. They did reduce the SOS lumens a bit for a longer runtime there. Also it's a press and hold or SOS for 5S. I need to look what that is. I just got it in, so that is basically an unboxing video. On tomorrow is another night hike, so we're gonna try that out. On the back side we have the Cree XP-L version 5 LED in it, solid state body. The battery universal compatibility, durable clip, duo switch with click and tap function. That is really nicely done there too. Some more information we have below. The material is aluminum aircraft grade with the mil-spec type 3 hard anodizing. The length is 122 mm, 4.8 inches, and the weight we have there without battery. Of course that depends on which battery you're gonna use. As you open the box, you basically see the flashlight in its insert like this. So we have this lanyard that comes with it. It's one of those typical deals. Just a black lanyard. A good clever feature is that sliding part here, so you can adjust the loop, and this just goes by the lanyard hole for leech it. There are two on each side, so that is easy. Then they also did provide two O-rings. I don't wanna run off. That is a good feature too. The rubber O-rings are usually the part that wears out the earliest. The problem is that the people many times doesn't lube up the threads too well, or keep it lubed, so that is a friction part there that gonna wear out. Then we have another clever design feature on the packaging. We have here nicely folded in this paper the information. Really great presentation on that. We have the manual, then we have this part here, nextorch, together with the QR code. This one is more like a little product information on all the different flashlights that they make. It's nice and compact, handy, give you all the information. And the website is nextorch.com. The email is on it as well. Of course, Nextorch is from China. They supply the Chinese military and police with flashlights for quite a while now, and I know this company people for a good number of years now. That is not the first Nextorch that I got. That they always had a unique approach on flashlights. If you see on my other videos about Nextorch flashlights, and the quality is really good. They also OEM for some other companies. Then we have the nicely folded manual on the ta10. We have that in Spanish. In Spanish, in French, German of course, and Chinese as well. They're gonna sell that on the Chinese market too. And there is the English version. That's what we did look for. I quick gonna fold it over. So we can focus on the English version. That's gonna help the most people that watch my video. You can always stop the video to have a closer look. Basically the information that we had on the box, plus a bit some extra information. The body diameter is 22 millimeters, so it's not 1 inch, it's a bit smaller. So if you want to use this as a weapon light, you need a spacer. We have some more features, and the battery part is important. We see the AAA is not listed, but according to the email, that's gonna work. It's pretty simple to use for the regular 3 outputs. The strobe takes a bit more, and yeah, that pretty much is it. I don't know on what kind of battery comes with the nextorch flashlight. That you need to check as you buy the item what comes with it. I got 3 spare batteries, but this came with this information here, so that doesn't come with the image, with the flashlight together. That you can buy separately. We have here a rechargeable CR123 variation. That all 3 of them I did already charge. Then we have the AA variation, and have a look on the website from nextorch for what kind of batteries they sell. And this one I need to check what that is exactly. There of course we have a bit, we see the AA size, and we have a bit Chinese information on it, and that is a language that I don't understand too well, of course. So we see on the flashlight, starting with the front, we have quite a reflector with the LED well centered in the middle. The crown part is made out of stainless steel. It's removable. It also needs a bit Loctite. It's just screw it in. There is a O-ring holding the part in place there, but still it would need a bit Loctite. I don't know if they're gonna offer a less aggressive looking bezel or crown part here. It's not too sharp, it's well rounded. What I'm gonna do on my one, I'm gonna bead blast this part here to have a grey matte look. Fit and finish so far is really nice, and gives it a nice feel and fit, and it's not sharp, so it would not affect the pocket carry. Then we have the head part, typical nextorch design with the long ribs there. Then a step down design here. We have flats on the body. The body is a bit smaller than 1 inch, so we can't use that easy without spacer as a weapon light. Nice engraving on it. We see also here the plus and the minus, that makes it clear which way the battery goes in. The pocket clip system is clipped on that groove here. We see this part where the clip starts and it interlocks with the body, so it can turn around. We have a nice cutout there. We have a nice cutout here in that rib that goes around there, so that the clip can't turn around. It's quite strong. Adjusted on the clip a little bit on the strong side. Maybe that's gonna weaken up in time, or you need to adjust it. It's better to have it too hard than too soft. Over time it's gonna loosen up anyhow. The everyday carry flashlight that I use, I did drop in the past weeks a couple times because the deep carry pocket clip did did get too weak, so I needed to carefully rebend it again to give it a bit more strength, and now that is safe too. With a everyday carry light like this, you want to have a clip that is rather too strong, and because you have the nice bending here with a great opening to get it in your pocket, that should not be a problem that it gets over the part here, and then we have enough space in there. It's good 3-4 millimeter here that will fit even on a belt if needed. Then we see the rubber o-ring. As I say, we have 2 spare, that gives us 3 total. Pretty nice. The threading is lubricated on this one, that is good. Then inside we see that unique battery compartment. It's gonna be hard for the camera to see it. What it is basically it is a stepped design on inside there. The length is adjusted with a spring-loaded part that is long enough for the part here, but we see we have it spring-loaded for the shorter battery. Then if we have the AA size, it simply goes all the way further in there, and the body itself is also stepped, so the forward part is thinner because only this the front part of the AA battery gonna fit there, and the rear part of course is thicker because of the thicker CR123 style battery. So that is really clever made. On the nextorch website you see the cutaway feature of the flashlight, so pretty nice. And I see we are already by 17 minutes, so we're gonna do a second part of that flashlight. The cap screws nicely on it as well, and we see the switch behind. We have a bit flat parts for a tail stand, but it needs to be really flat like a table to well tail stand. It's not completely rounded. Flat off. We see that part rounded in that we can easy press the button. So that much for the part 1. After the night hike tomorrow I'm gonna do a part 2, how the flashlight works, and I'm gonna explain why it is so important that this flashlight can use multiple size of batteries. If you travel, if you have different sources of batteries, that comes in handy big time. So far, great impression on that brand new nextorch ta10 flashlight.